Good evening, Kutztown. I'm Diana Minogue. Coming up in tonight's newscast, the Military Club is hosting a statewide 5K, and renowned children's authors visit campus next week.
And I'm Jeff DePalma with a look into softball and women's lacrosse. We also have Brianna Swan with your Kutztown weather forecast. Newsbreak begins now.
Kutztown held an etiquette dinner that taught students proper manners and eating skills in a business setting. Newsbreak's Tim Richardeau has the story.
Tuesday, February 25th, the Career Development Center and the College of Business at Kutztown University hosted their semi-annual senior etiquette dinner. Kerry Gardy, director of the Career Development Center, spoke with us about the etiquette dinner.
So the etiquette dinner is an opportunity for students to connect with campus administrators and employers, all the while learning how to dine properly. Even if a student doesn't have an interview over a meal, they are still dining with colleagues and supervisors throughout their entire career.
Kerry also went into detail on what the Career Development Center offers to students.
We have four main areas we help students with. One is career development. So a lot of students come to college and they're not sure what to major in, or they have some majors and they're not sure how to narrow it down. So we help with that process through career coaching, employer panels to educate students about what opportunities are out there. The other piece would be internship and job search. So the student who knows what they want to do, and now it's time for them to look for an internship. The third piece is professional preparation. For instance, our etiquette dinner tonight. The other big piece about the internship and job search, which I didn't mention, is the on-campus interviewing that we offer. Mock interview mania, so we bring in volunteer employers to interview students. And then the fourth piece of our office is graduate school preparation. So students who know whether they're going to go immediately or a few years from now, how do they choose a grad program that's right for them? What do they need to do to prepare?
The Career Development Center is located inside the Stratton Administration Building next to Old Main and is open 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Active military members and veterans have something to look forward to this week. The Kutztown Veterans Center is hosting a grand opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony on Thursday at 11 a.m. in the sub. It gives military members of the campus and community a place to hang out and study. Representatives will sign the Armed Forces Community Covenant, pledging support for veterans of the community. Both state senators and the mayor of Kutztown will be present. In more military news, Kutztown's Military Club is hosting its annual Wounded Warrior Run with the Keystone Wounded Warriors this Sunday. The nonprofit organization supports veterans in Pennsylvania, especially those injured after 9/11. It aims to provide counseling, mentoring, and other services to our military men and women. It costs $25 in advance, $30 on the day, and $20 for teams of 5 or more. Registration is at 8 a.m. and the 5K itself begins at 10 a.m. in front of the sub. So Jeff will actually be volunteering at the run. Do you think you'll be there?
I actually am supposed to be part of a team that's going to be running in it, so, just wish me luck.
Sounds great. I'll do that. We'll be right back after these announcements.
Kutztown University, the place you chose to spend your college days. Friendships began, memories were made, and dreams achieved on graduation day. Time moves on, new faces come and go, but one thing remains: you can always come back home.
So I don't know about you, but Jeff, I'm very excited that it finally feels like spring outside.
Yeah, the weather was just incredible today. So, you know what? Hey, Brianna, is the weather supposed to stay like this?
Thanks, guys. So I hope, as most of you know, a lot of you guys enjoyed the nice weather we had today. There's 62 degrees. I've seen a lot of students outside playing frisbee, basketball. Some people even had their lunch outside. It was so nice. But later on tonight, it's going to cool down. It's going to be 38. But tomorrow, we'll be right back with good weather and the high 63 and low 43. And later on the week, Wednesday and Thursday will also be another great weather. So it's starting to feel like spring is coming in. So we're going to have 2 days, both in the high 60s and low 50s. Friday, we're going to get a little rain on Friday, but don't worry, because rest assured Saturday and Sunday will definitely have more sunshine coming through with the temperature in the high 50s and low 30s. So this is your weather for the week. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Brianna. Last Friday, Kutztown High School held a recycled fashion show hosted by Kutztown University art students. Female students walked the catwalk in dresses made of different recycled materials, such as newspaper and magazines. Award-winning children's authors have been visiting Kutztown for 16 years. They will come out again for this year's Children's Literacy Conference next Saturday at 8:30 a.m. in the sub. Local school children can come hear the authors read and get their books signed. If you need credit hours for training or other programs, you can earn them by signing up for this event. Registration is that morning at 7:30 in the sub. A Battle of the Bands is going to occur on campus. The Jazz Studies program will present its annual Big Band Bash on Friday at Schaefer Auditorium. The bash will feature 2 jazz ensembles playing popular swing and big band music. Tickets are $5 for students and $15 for community members. There will be a pre-concert picnic for $12 with your Kutztown ID. The picnic will be held at 6 p.m. with the battle to begin at 7:30. Seats are limited for the picnic, so get your tickets by April 4th. You know, Jeff, the Battle of the Band sounds like a really exciting event. I hope people show up for it.
Yeah, I actually really like jazz music, and I've never been to a Battle of the Bands, so I'm really pumped for this, actually.
It sounds really cool.
Coming up next in sports, I have your up-to-date scores for softball and women's lacrosse. I also have an update on track and field.
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me, you have some interest in communications.
and electronic media is what it's all about.
Whether you're interested in radio, television, video cameras,
Lighting, directing, screenwriting.
or any type of editing at all, you know it's all some form of storytelling.
Kutztown University does a great job making us understand the importance in that.
your first semester here, you're taking classes that are also workshops, and before you know it, you begin creating.
The courses here get equipment in our hands right away and give us a realistic feel to what a profession would be like.
You're shooting video, recording audio, and truly producing something of your own.
Our professors provide us with all the tools necessary to become a professional.
We have a fully equipped studio and a control room.
2 Mac labs, multiple editing suites.
P2 cameras, DSLRs,
Lighting and grip kits and audio recording studios.
It motivates us to really learn by making the education a fun experience.
You work together with other students throughout the process and learn how to collaborate within a group, which is important.
The industry demands working with others.
In order to fulfill the major, the students have to complete an internship.
Normally our last semester before graduation, the staff helps you line up an internship that requires a minimum of 30 hours a week.
We're basically working a full-time job and in a realistic setting, working with professionals and learning the field firsthand.
It's a networking opportunity as much as a job opportunity.
Kutztown stands out a lot in that way. Not many other schools require such a thing, and it's a great experience.
The students carry and represent the school's name, and it's neat to become a part of such a good reputation.
That reputation influences our job search. Employers know our school and know what we are capable of.
So if you're thinking of where to spend your next 4 years of college and you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
think about how worthwhile of an experience you want.
think about the electronic media department at Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Newsbreak. The Kutztown softball team took on Millersville in a doubleheader. They would get shut out in the first game 3-0, but would recover later in the day, winning 7-2. Starting pitcher Dominique Ficara would throw 5 scoreless innings in this one and would end up throwing a complete game while striking out 4 batters. Kutztown surged with runs in this one, in large part to Maria Kosianki launching a home run to straightaway center field in the second inning. She would finish the game with 5 RBIs. Kutztown will return to action Wednesday for a doubleheader against Mansfield at home. The Kutztown women's lacrosse team drops to 2-6 after a loss to the 15th-ranked Bloomsburg. KU fought back from a 6-2 deficit after halftime to pull within 2, thanks to 2 goals from Jillian Spencer and Taylor Sandin. But Bloomsburg would answer with 6 straight goals to close out the 13-5 victory. Despite the score, Kutztown played tough, launching 20 shots on goal. However, the Huskies goalkeeper, Abby Burnett, came up big with 15 saves. The Golden Bears will return to action to take on Seton Hill this Saturday at 1. The track and field team had an impressive day at the Fred Hardy Invitational on Saturday, hosted by the University of Richmond. They would set 3 qualifying marks on this day. Jen Cleary posted a PSAC mark, finishing in 11th place with a time of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. In the long jump, Christina Descano leapt 5.20 meters, good enough for a 9th place finish. Tori Hollis held a 9th place finish as well in the 100-meter hurdle with a time of 15.51 seconds. The Golden Bears compete in a pair of events this weekend. They will compete at the Princeton Invitational on April 4th through 5th and at the Muhlenberg Invite on April 5th. We're going to end the show with commending softball head coach Judy Laws and former 33-year field hockey coach Betty Wesner. They will be inducted into the Berks County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Judy Laws opened her 27th season as head softball coach at Kutztown University this year with an overall record of 811, 435, and 2 ties. One of only 19 NCAA Division II coaches to reach 800 career wins. Last year, she led KU to its first PSAC title, 2nd straight regional championship, and first appearance in the national title game. Betty Wesner had a 344, 257, and 15 record in 33 years as the head field hockey coach here at Kutztown. She would retire in 2012, but she would be named PSAC Coach of the Year 5 times. Congratulations to the both of them. This couldn't have happened to anyone more deserving. Well, that's all we have time for today. If you want to see more stats and stories, then log on to kubears.com.
That's all we have for you tonight, Kutztown. We'll see you again next week. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter to keep updated with upcoming news from Kutztown University.
For Diana, Brianna, and the rest of the crew, good night.